So why do you think the immigration ban is a good idea?
I don't know much about immigration ban.
No?
Honestly, I don't.
Why do you support Trump?
Because of this.
What's wrong with this?
A lot of these people
Yeah.
prevent me from having the freedom to support who I want to support. I'm the one who gets blocked from going to rallies. I'm the one who gets chased. I'm the one who gets harassed. I'm the one who gets degraded. Forget policies.
Yeah.
Forget all that. How about first and foremost, it's my decision. First and foremost.
Yeah.
If I want to be the bad guy, it's my decision. If I do something illegal, put me in prison. Arrest me, prosecute me, whatever. But for me to be prevented from the freedom of wearing something that I support without feeling degraded,
Yeah.
without feeling oppressed, I'm against that first and foremost.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
forget all these policy stuff. Forget this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was at the inauguration past weekend
Yeah.
with my child, 2.5 years old, on a baby carriage. I was surrounded by a group of anti-Trump people, harassed, degraded in public. One had a stick approach me in a combative manner. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yeah.
A 2.5-year-old?
Yeah.
So I'm not really for Trump because of Trump. I'm for Trump because of this nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, some people really do inexcusable stuff.
And I think a lot of Democrats, a lot of liberals, a lot of Bernie supporters didn't come out at the end because not to directly support Trump,
Yeah.
but for this nonsense.
So you'd say it's more of a lashback against, liberal zeal.
The
You would say.
behavior.
The behavior.
And them not condoning it, not addressing it when it first happened.
Yeah.
Like as much as they want Trump to devour this and that and who endorses him, they seems to be inappropriate. For example, the KKK, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of this stuff that happens, people go on a rally, freedom goes so, get harassed, beaten, spat on, and all that. Where are they? Say, hey, that's not us. We don't agree with that. We're out here peacefully protesting. So
Yeah.
where is the outcry? Zero.
Yeah.
In other words, they're tolerating it. You know?
Yeah.
And the politicians are not helping either. They're almost giving these people license, and I'm not saying all of them, but by not speaking up against it enough. To me, they're tolerating it and they're encouraging it.
Yeah, I mean,
they're
I'm
enticing these people to do nonsense stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely against either side acting out in violence like the
Yeah.
way that you were treated was just inexcusable.
I
At
was
the-
quietly supporting Donald Trump, my own business, my right.
which is your right. It's
In
you're
Boston,
in
I was quiet
America.
until me and my kid were chased, harassed, and almost got assaulted by a group of anti-Trump people. After
Yeah.
that, I'm out. After that, I'm out and it's game on. So
Yeah.
you see some people with the Trump hat, they're not supporting Trump. They're supporting people who they're objecting to this nonsense.
Yeah. You hear
If
that,
all the
guys?
If all the rallies were like this, I'd probably stand with them. And I think a lot of other people would too.
Yeah.
But I got a couple of people approach me and try to harass me and say,
Yeah.
where are you wearing a hat? Well, I didn't ask anybody why you're holding that sign.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think in 4 years, if they continue on with this attitude, I think they're going to lose again. By approaching and asking that in a way to degrade you.
That's correct.
That right there is, hey, don't I have the freedom to choose what I want to choose?
Yeah.
What if I'm against Trump on everything else? What if I'm a country, but only one subject and I agree with? Can I just vote him for that? I don't have the right to.
Yeah. No, I mean.
Right?
Yeah. No,
So
I
I'm
mean,
evil because I just voted for one subject and I don't care anything else.
there's a lot of things these people are angry about. Like, for example, my own mother can't, she can't come to this country if she leaves again. I'm Iranian, but I completely agree with you that when liberals chant that they are inclusive, they need to be inclusive, and I agree with that.
Let me ask you this. I understand what you just said, but does that mean that you are entitled to my support?
No, absolutely not.
I
You're
think that's the
entitled to your
message.
opinion.
I think that's the message.
Yeah.
You're not entitled to my support because I have separate priorities than yours.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And I respect that.
What if I drive for a living and deliver for a living and my office is right here, right? This prevents me from putting food on the table for my family, right? Yeah, the immigration issue sad, why not? I got that. But for different people, that's not their priority. The priority is this. This is preventing them from going to work, putting food on the table. Are they wrong? Are they all of a sudden evil because they don't support this? They don't want to participate in supporting, rallying against the ban on whatever the ban of the executive order is that Trump just signed.
Yeah.
What if that's irrelevant to them? Because people who come over here, the process of them coming over has nothing to do with them putting food on the table. So all of a sudden, are they bad people? No, my priority is different. Your priority is different.
Yeah.
You know, if it's against of a country where my descendants are from is affected by this, maybe that would be my priority.
Yeah.
But I don't have the right to force other people to support me.
No.
And by
Neither do they.
By approaching individual people because of they expressing their view, by questioning them, by talking to them in a way where they feel degraded, that's oppression. That's intimidation. You think people in public in Boston is most of them who support Trump, not saying majority support Trump, but those who are, you think they feel safe walking the street with a Trump shirt or sign? No, they're intimidated. What
Yeah.
if they own a business? You think they want to be exposed that I'm the business owner, you know, and I support Trump? No, they're gonna.
They lose business.
Exactly.
They lose
so
a
what
lot
do
of
they do?
business.
Vote in the polls, and that's why Trump won.
Yeah. No,
They quietly vote in the polls because they're afraid to come out and say, hey, express their view and say, hey, I support Trump because this, and this, because the other side will just shut them down and label them bad people, evil people, stupid people.
Yeah, that is definitely a problem we have in this country, the
And
divisiveness.
It shows in the poll.
It shows in the poll booth. The divisiveness is so toxic that
ridiculous.
it can you
How
said
often-
yourself,
Yeah.
if they weren't so divisive, you might be there yourself.
Yeah.
But they, I mean, yeah,
How
I mean that's a
often
huge
do
problem.
you hear or see, witness the anti-Trump people going to their rallies and Trump supporters block them, blocking highways so they can't get to the rallies, showing up at the rallies, degrading them as they're walking by with the kids? How often do you see that? I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but versus vice versa.
Yeah,
That clearly shows who's the oppressor. And if you're not one of those, but you are pro-Trump, guess what? If you don't speak up, it's like who your friend says a lot about you. Who you
Yeah.
stand with says a lot about you. That small few stands with you and you're not doing much to object it. You know what? You're gonna get lumped into the hole.
yeah,
So the bottom line is, after what happened to me and my child, I'm just editing.
you have the right to. Thank you very much for talking.
I hope it helps. And thank you for.
Yeah, no, definitely. People
Thank
need to
you.
hear this stuff because I mean
I'm a registered Democrat.
yeah. I mean I'm a registered Democrat. I'm a liberal, but I believe that you know it's very wrong some of the way they're approaching it. You know, they can't, and that's just inexcusable what happened to
Your
you.
project.
Thank you very much.